Before applying colorbond to the product, you need to ensure that the product has been cleaned. You can clean it by using the air wand in the post-processing chamber. You can also use some brushes that come with your machine, and you can scrub the parts like so to remove any excess core and to bring out the colour of the product. Keep doing this until you've removed as much of the core as you can possibly remove. You'll notice that after brushing a colour product, that the colour will actually change quite dramatically. These were printed at the same time. This one has not been brushed and tidied up, and this one has. You also need to make sure that the part is completely dry. The moisture can affect the colorbond. Once you've finished brushing the part, clear the area and place down a plastic container. Make sure that it's watertight and that it's completely dry as well. You need to pour in enough colorbond into the container so that you can submerge this part into the colorbond. It's really very important at this point that you are wearing your safety gear, including the mask, the lab coat, the goggles and the gloves. Lower the bottle down and pour it in. This product is affected by water and it's also affected by air, so you need to make sure that this process you do relatively quickly. I've also got some wax-proof paper down here. That's where I'm going to place my product once I've completed submerging it. So submerge the product in, and you can tip the container up. What you're looking for here are some air bubbles rising out of the print. You want to take this print out when the air bubbles have stopped rising. Keep moving the product around. There is a chemical reaction that happens as part of this process, and you'll probably notice that the part will go warm. It can actually go quite hot as well. You can see this uses quite a lot of product. There are other methods of post-processing, and one of them is called the drizzle method, where you can actually drizzle the product over your print rather than submerging it in there. Instructions for the drizzle method and other types of post-processing method can be found in your manual. I'm just waiting for the last of the bubbles to stop rising out of that print, and he's getting quite warm in there now. Okay. The bubbles have stopped rising, so I'll take him out. I've got some paper towel here. I'm just going to use that just to dab off any residual residue. and I'll place him down here on the wax-proof paper. Periodically, you need to rotate this part around as part of the drying process to stop any of the colorbond from pooling at the bottom of the product. It takes about 15 minutes for this to dry, and then it's safe to touch and move around. The remainder of the colorbond needs to be put back into the bottle as quickly as possible, and if you put it into a bottle that's not its original bottle, it's critical and extremely important that you label that bottle so that others know what's inside the bottle. For any further information about the curing process using colorbond, please feel free to contact Konica Minolta, or you can reference your manual.